I did not see this coming, but here we are. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another anime live action news update video for you guys. As today, we are going to be talking about the recently announced Bakugan Battle Brawlers live action movie coming from Hollywood. So yeah, we just got the announcement yesterday, right after I released the live action Gundam movie video, funny enough. But yeah, I didn't have enough time to give y'all a two-parter yesterday, so I figured, hey, we'll just make the video for today, talking about this new movie, which sounds pretty interesting. So yeah, I got the article from Deadline pulled up here, so without further ado, let's get into it. It says here, Spin Master Corporation is developing a live-action Bakugan feature film with San Andreas and Atlas filmmaker Brad Peyton attached to direct, write, and produce. Peyton and Lindsay Harbert are teaming with Spin Master Entertainment on the development of the screenplay based on the $1 billion plus selling toy line and global anime franchise. Launched in 2007, Bakugan was anchored by a successful toy line and spanned anime adventure series, digital content, and a popular card game. Spin Master Entertainment has co-produced nearly 300 Bakugan episodes that have aired around the world. The toys are available in 100 countries. Bakugan is a global franchise with a multi-generational and devoted fan base built on the strength of its compelling characters and explosive battles. Spin Master Entertainment President Jennifer Dodge said, "As fans who are part of its initial craze now enter adulthood, we are thrilled to be working with accomplished filmmaking talent like Brad to reimagine Bakugan in live action, expanding the franchise for fans while introducing it to new audiences around the world," said Peyton. "Bakugan is ready for the film treatment, and I'm thrilled to be the one to bring it to the big screen for the very first time. With Lindsay and the Spin Master team alongside me, we're excited to build a hit franchise with global appeal. I am confident we will create a must-see film event that does justice to the unique and epic world that is Bakugan." A director, writer, and producer, Peyton's credits include both directing and producing Netflix's Atlas, starring Jennifer Lopez and Simu Liu, as well as Dwayne Johnson's Rampage, which grossed $428 million worldwide, as well as the action stars San Andreas, which counts $475 million and stands as the headliner's highest grossing original non-franchise movie. In TV, Peyton co-created the post-apocalyptic comedy series Daybreak and directed Frontier, starring Jason Momoa, both for Netflix. Peyton is also the founder of ASAP Entertainment, which produced Atlas, Rampage, Daybreak, and Frontier. The Bakugan film adds to a Spin Master feature slate that includes the third film in the Paw Patrol franchise, which is slated for release in association with Paramount Pictures and Nickelodeon Movies in 2026. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the article. This came out yesterday, and yeah, it's kind of interesting, right? Brad Peyton is gonna be directing, writing, and producing this movie? Like, that alone should tell you that he has some kind of love or passion for Bakugan. And I think that's really awesome. Like, just hearing about the way he's talking about the Bakugan franchise, I'm not gonna lie, it brought a smile to my face because I'm like, yo, you can already tell that he's ready. He's locked in. He is locked in to make a good movie for this franchise. And I love that. I think that's really cool. Listen, obviously I am an adult now. I'm not a kid anymore, but in my early days, in my life as a kid, in my childhood, I did enjoy me some Bakugan, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. When I was like a really, really young kid, I was, on that OG Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, that was my real childhood. And as I got older, you know what I'm saying, Beyblade came into the picture. Never really got into Digimon, although I always thought it looked really cool, but it was like, around the time Bakugan came into the picture was like Beyblade Metal Fusion and Bakugan Battle Brawlers. Those would come on like back to back in the mornings on the TV. So I do have some memories of Bakugan, and I do kind of fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that theme song that the power's in your hands, two worlds collide on the inside. You gotta fight for what's right before it's gone. This is Bakugan. Like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That shit kinda hit as a kid, bro. That shit kinda hit. But yeah, I do dabble in a little bit of some Bakugan. I thought it was pretty cool. I never had the actual like toys or any of the cards, but it was cool. Like, I enjoyed watching it as a kid, and it's really cool to see like these type of anime franchises get live action adaptations, because I feel like, we recently got the Beyblade live action announced. Like, I say recently, but it's been like a year or so ago, and I talked a little bit about this in that video when I made a video about the Beyblade live action, but I feel like it's just really cool because, you know, a lot of people complain about anime live action adaptations with how they change the story and how they change so much, right? But I think taking a franchise that's more directed for kids like Beyblade or Bakugan or Pokemon, you know, you're not really gonna complain about the changes to like the story as much because it's for kids. They're not really paying attention to the story, you know what I mean? Like, or at the very least, we're not out here like, oh my God, they have to keep every single thing story related the same, because, you know, who cares, right? Like, it's really just for kids to watch and enjoy as a kid. It's not really, you know, Christopher Nolan level writing on the script, you know, it's just, yeah. And I feel like it kind of works for the Sonic the Hedgehog live action movies, right? When we see how well those movies have been doing, the story has been kind of changed quite a bit from the original Sonic the Hedgehog games and lore, and I would know because I'm a huge Sonic fan. But you see what I'm going. I feel like since it's for kids, the kids aren't gonna be like, oh my God, they changed all these things, you know what I mean? They're just kids. They're there to absorb everything. So it's kind of like, I don't think, like, I like how this article mentions that a lot of kids that grew up with Bakugan are now entering adulthood, and I feel like the way they talk about Bakugan, they really are using their brains, hiring this guy Brad Peyton, who's obviously really excited to work on the film, but at the same time he has great credits. He has made Rampage, which I never saw the movie. I don't think it looks like anything crazy, but it is the 5th most highest grossing video game adaptation as of the recording of this video. So obviously something's there. Obviously he has great credits, and you know, they're not messing around. They are hiring big people for this project, and I love that. And it seems like they know what they're going for. They're going for the adults that were kids when Bakugan was on the TV, like me, but they're also trying to get new audiences and, you know, have people like me that may now have kids show our kids Bakugan at the theaters. You know, like they know what they're doing. You can see it all in the article, and it just seems like everybody's really excited and wanting to make something good. And I love that. I love being able to see that through the article. I think that's great. And I think this movie is going to do fantastic. I'm really excited. You know, we got Detective Pikachu, which also is a movie that did really well. It could just be because of the IP and Nintendo, but that movie did really well. And I think that kind of inspired a lot of these movies like Sonic the Hedgehog and like the Beyblade live action, and now the Bakugan live action that's coming. Because I feel like Detective Pikachu and Sonic did really well. The Mario movie did really well. It's the #1 highest grossing video game movie. So I feel like there's a certain secret factor with these live action adaptations. Well, obviously Mario wasn't live action, but you know, with these live action adaptations doing well, when you add that targeted towards kids factor in. And I think, you know, I think that the stress of not having adults take it so seriously, critique the story all the time, might be the factor that allows these live action adaptations of anime or video game franchises to do well. Who knows? I guess that's a deeper discussion for another video, but yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about this one. I am really excited for this. I think it's gonna be really cool. I hope one day, you know, now that we got Pokemon, we got Beyblade, we got Bakugan, hey man, I'm hoping for that Yu-Gi-Oh live action one day, bro. I'm a huge Yu-Gi-Oh fan, and I would love to see it. I would love to see it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. What do y'all think about anything I had to say? What do you guys think about Bakugan getting a live action adaptation from Hollywood? Do you think Brad Peyton is a good choice to be directing, writing, and producing? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Please leave a like on the video as well. That will help me out a ton. And while you're at it, you might as well subscribe. But yeah, as always, thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see y'all in the next video.